Hi, this capstone project is entitled Instructional Technology Coaching, Personalized Professional Development for KSU iTeach Coaches on the Henry Project. My name is Samaya Knight, and I'm currently working on my specialist degree in Instructional Technology and will graduate in the May of 2019. The Henry County KSU iTeach coaches represent 23 individuals serving in 47 of the 50 K-12 schools in the county. All of the coaches have classroom experience, but 2 coaches have an experience as other instructional technology coaches in the past. The need for this capstone grew out of the desire to provide KSU iTeach coaches with the Henry Project support and training on instructional technology coaching and personalized learning as it relates to the Henry County school system. The school system is currently rolling out personalized learning to meet the needs and interests of all 50 schools in the district. Each school has been given different tools and resources to roll out personalized learning. The KSU iTeach coaches have been placed in the schools to support personalized learning. If the KSU iTeach coaches did not receive ongoing and proper training in instructional technology coaching and personalized learning, their level of support would not be impactful to the schools in Henry County. The coach's primary responsibility is to model, co-plan, and co-teach innovative personalized learning experiences for teachers and staff. In addition, the coaches provide professional development consultation in support of personalized learning. In order to have the most impact on schools, the iTeach coaches will need support and training on instructional technology coaching and personalized learning as it relates to Henry County. It is essential to offer collaborative professional learning opportunities for the coaches during intermittent semester breaks to gain the necessary skills needed to be successful as coaches. While most of the KSU iTeach coaches are currently learning the necessary skills they need while on the job, it is necessary to continue regular engagement and professional learning opportunities. According to Devine, Hauseman, and Myers, coaches require extensive training and ongoing continuous development, as cited in Fullen and Knight and Rabora. It should also be noted that professional development for coaches should address professional learning to improve coaching strategies and deepen knowledge of teaching practices shared with teachers, according to Knight. The goal of this capstone is to provide the coaches with continual and ongoing professional development that is meaningful and personalized for the coaches and their schools' growing demands. The professional learning was intended to support the coaches with appropriate professional development that aligns with the county's personalized learning vision. The professional development consisted of face-to-face and virtual training sessions which began in the summer of 2018 and continued into the fall of the same year. The 3 major components of ongoing professional development, including personalized learning training, online personalized professional development, and an online module to understand how the SAMR model, which stands for Substitution, Augmentation, Modification, and Redefinition, technology framework can be implemented and utilized within coaching practices in Henry County schools. This project was evaluated using several different digital assessment forms, online collaboration boards, such as Nearpod, coaching feedback surveys, and formal observation of coaches' successes as a result of the trainings. These evaluation measures will determine if the objectives and deliverables of the project were achieved and successful. The face-to-face personalized learning training was created using Google Slides and evaluated using a Google Form survey to measure the effectiveness of the training. Also, coaches were tested on their PL knowledge using a GimKit quiz. In addition, groups of coaches studied a tenet of personalized learning and created practical activities and lessons that can be used as a repository for other coaches in the future. The online professional development training was created using Google Classroom and other Google tools to create documents for the coaches to access information. The evaluation of this training was completed using a Google Form survey to evaluate the effectiveness of the activities in the module. Coaches were also observed informally at their schools and in other forms of PD through face-to-face and virtual observations to determine if any of the activities learned were implemented in their coaching practices. Lastly, the online interactive SAMR module was created using Nearpod. Evaluations occurred throughout the module with formative assessment style questions. The coach's level of knowledge about SAMR was evaluated with embedded assessments through the online module. The responses from the training were evaluated and analyzed for understanding of the SAMR framework and future professional development needs. The kickoff for the professional development began with a face-to-face professional development experience on the tenets of Henry County's personalized learning, which meets the first objective of the Capstone. This face-to-face session was designed using the resources of Henry County administrators, coaches, and other personnel for resources, videos, activities, and materials that specifically align to student agency, technology-enabled, competency-based, and authentic learning, and 21st century skills were infused in the PD. The presentation of the professional development went smoothly. The KSU iTeach coaches were very receptive and attentive during the session. There were some issues connecting to the internet, and some other coaches did not have electronic devices. However, other than that, it went very well. Feedback received from the coaches reflected professional learning was relevant and felt that the information could be used in the future. Most importantly, the coaches felt confident with supporting their schools with personalized learning in the future. The second and third objectives began with a questionnaire for coaches to answer regarding specific areas and topics for future professional development needs in which they felt were beneficial. A professional learning challenge board was created to choose learning options for the coaches to complete within the fall semester. This professional learning challenge was uploaded to an online personalized professional development board through Google Classroom. Coaches had the opportunity to choose their adventure of professional development through earning a badge. This personalized learning experience was created according to the coach's needs, desires, and wants for professional learning opportunities. Once an activity was completed, coaches submitted a form showing completion, and a badge was awarded. The idea of having a small number of coaches join an online platform such as Google Classroom seemed easy. However, many coaches misread or failed to read communication to join the classroom and begin their self-paced learning. Due to the fact that KSU iTeach coaches don't meet regularly face-to-face, it became difficult to get the coaches to log in and begin their personalized learning experience. Most of the veteran KSU iTeach coaches completed their online learning for at least 2 options on the Professional Learning Challenge board. Once the school year began, many of the coaches had little time to complete the tasks on the Matrix board. Coaches were only able to complete the online professional development on school professional learning days or when the county was closed for breaks. In addition, it became challenging for KSU iTeach coaches to complete the online learning module due to the fact that this was not a required professional development, but simply an option for ongoing learning. The last objective implemented was the SAMR online training module. Henry County places a very strong emphasis on correctly using technology tools and how they support teaching and learning. The SAMR model is a technology framework that helps guide the correct usage of technology integration. Additionally, Edpuzzle and Adobe Spark were the initial tools considered to create the online tutorials. However, both tools are currently blocked in the county, so Nearpod was used for coaches to access the materials. 15 out of 23 coaches completed the online module. 8 coaches still need to complete the training module. This is a 65% total participation rate. This was a voluntary form of professional development in which coaches were encouraged to complete but not required. The coach's level of understanding was also diagnosed during the online module. Questions to gauge their understanding and readiness levels showed most coaches were confident about SAMR. They felt prepared to assist students and teachers to accomplish transformational uses of learning and teaching, and they were confident on training others on the SAMR model in the future. As I think about the success of the Capstone, many aspects of the project were implemented, but not always achieved by the KSU iTeach coaches. The coaches were encouraged to complete different forms of professional development each month during the KSU iTeach retreat days to further develop their coaching capacity. Coaches who have not completed the online professional development series and SAMR online tutorial will be encouraged to complete during future retreat days. Managing and maintaining professional development was very challenging to keep up with 23 KSU iTeach coaches, in addition to maintaining my roles and responsibilities as a support coach in 2 other elementary schools. There were 5 additional coaches added to the project in the fall of 2018. This required orienting them to the Kennesaw State University iTeach policies and procedures, personalized learning, and coaching strategies. As a result of supporting the new coaches and acclimating them to schools, it became very difficult for the new coaches to complete the online professional development due in a timely manner. Overall, the Capstone project was successfully implemented. It required a great level of knowledge, leadership, and technology facilitation. As a technology leader, it's important to have a certain level of knowledge when preparing professional development opportunities for others. I learned the importance of preparing PD that was both engaging and personalized for the audience. Throughout the course of the implementation, I realized the importance of tweaking the pace, process, and sometimes content of the professional development based upon feedback, success, and challenges of the coaches. It has been a joy to witness the growth of the technology coaches as they facilitate change within their school environments. Oftentimes, this growth comes with challenges and obstacles. For individuals wanting to implement a professional development series for adults in the future, planning, organization, passion, and time are important when taking on such a large-scale project as this. It is also important to remember that everything may not go as planned, but being flexible, understanding, and knowledgeable are key to making a professional development successful. The following articles and books were used and cited within this presentation. Also, pictures were taken from Unsplash and the Noun Project and used throughout the presentation. Lastly, the design of this presentation was used and given by Slides Carnival.